What's up, fight fans? And we're back at it with another edition of Round One Sports TV. Well, let's talk about it. Naoya Inoue has received a lot of criticism for moving up above Terence Crawford in the pound for pound list. We're going to talk about that. We're going to break down who Naoya Naoya's Inoue's next opponent is and should it be Casamara. All that and more. We're going to be breaking down some of these facts. So stay with us. If you like the video, give the videos a like. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And like always, let's get right into this video. Well, uh, this debate about Naoya Inoue and Terence Crawford is going right back where it started. It seems to be that a lot of fans, some fans, Terence Crawford's fans, cannot accept what happened. And the Japanese superstar fans are like they're saying about time. Well, this is going right back to where I fear that it's going to become a black and white thing, where that they're going to start to a lot of these YouTube channels like Blue Bloods, Champ Size, Dante Nation, they're going to get right back on the factor that the brother man is always getting hated on. And I understand where they're coming from, right? And in some incidents, I can see their points. Okay. But what they're not taking into consideration right now is that this is not about that. This is about competing. This is about um noticing what's taking place. This is not about black and white. This is about the sport of boxing and the men and women that are putting it on their shoulders and keeping it prestigious, that they're bringing eyes to the sport. Look at all the eyes that the Japanese superstar is bringing to the sport. And look at all the eyes that Terence Crawford is also bringing to the sport. You do realize that both of those men are brothers, brothers in arms. They are fighting to keep the very sport alive. So by putting down one or the other, you do realize that you're tearing down boxing. No matter if we are competing, in which we are, let's keep it in a competitor nature. Let's not spin the block and bring it right back to the brother man is always getting put down. When Terence Crawford catapulted over the Japanese superstar, they were like, all right, some fans, we're talking crap. But the majority of us was like, okay, let's see what the Japanese superstar does December 26th against Marlon Tapales. No sooner that fight concluded, they didn't want to accept it. The fact that this puts Terence Crawford at number two, rather than his fans embracing it in a competitor nature and saying, okay, you just went up one on us, Japan. We'll see you. Let's see what Terence Crawford does to get back up on top. Let's keep it competitive. Let's motivate our fighters. They didn't want to go that way. They went right to the race card. Is that how you want to play this? Is that how you want to win the race? By making assumptions and not about the skill or the sport no more. Let's see how Terence Crawford responds. It would be interesting. But no, they don't want to do that. Right back to the race card. I see. Listen, I love both of these fighters. And on this channel right here, we ain't playing that card. I'm only going on what both these men do inside the ring. And it is clear that if we were to go to both these men's record, Terence Crawford can't mess with the Japanese superstar. So what are you guys talking about? If you're not a fan of the Japanese superstar and you vaguely know about him, but you've always been a fan of Terence Crawford, do you not think that you're being a little biased? Or do you even see yourself anymore? Do you go and allow your other streaming channels to put that hate in your heart and say, here we go again with this black and white shit? And you feed right back into that storyline rather than looking at it as these are two men that are in the same exact sport that we love, that are both doing what? Boosting up the sport and keeping eyes on the sport. Isn't that what we want? But yet, no, what we want is only one man to be called the best in the sport. Really? Really? We can't share this pie evenly? We can't support each other? We can't motivate each other? Really? Look, I've seen in some incidents where there has been a time in boxing with a great white hope is not around and they invented one. And then he gets exposed, Tommy Gunn, right? We've seen this time and time again, but this is not that case, brothers. We are not there. This is truly remarkable skills, and you can't deny it. You know this Japanese dude is doing his thing, baby. Give him his props. Okay. Y'all went up one on us. Terence Crawford, respond, baby. Answer back. Don't shy away and be like, they're always doing this to the brother man shit. Don't go down that road. Let's keep this competitive and in the sport of boxing. It's easy to spew all these storylines and miss shit that has nothing to do with their performances in the ring. Let's keep it there. That's all I'm saying. Okay, the Japanese superstar went up one. And now Terence Crawford has to respond. And I believe he will. I know that the match with Errol Spence Jr. just might not put him back over. You know, I mean, if he goes out there, even if he knocks him out 2, 3 rounds and brutalizes him, they're always gonna say that we already seen that fight. And I have to be honest, yeah, we did. It's not like we can just trick ourselves and going, wow, that's the first time we seen that. No, we saw that. And it's when you ever see a movie and you see the second sequel, it's not always as good as the first one. Sometime in order to overdo the first one, you got to do some remarkable shit. You see? And that's where kind of Terence Crawford is. He's in part two of the Fast and the Furious 99 sequel. First of all, the fight took too long to blossom. Let's all remember that. But by the time the fight materialized, we were all pissed off. It was like 5 years too late for that fight in to start with. Then all the X factors that came into the fight, and you guys all know this. You guys talk about it. Errol Spence Jr. did not look the same. This fight didn't live up to the expectation. It was a one-sided event. You guys know this. So look, in the Japanese case, his opponent Marlon Tapales exceeded expectation rather than Errol Spence decline in expectation. There's a lot of factors. Listen, just you got to be honest, and I will tip my hat into fair play. The Japanese superstar is just doing it at a much bigger level. You're not considering that he unified within 6 months. He became undisputed in two weight divisions within a little over a calendar year. It took Terence Crawford almost 7 years. He's truly remarkable. So, in the fact that I'm not gonna use any hate or spew or why they're doing this to Terence Crawford. Listen, I understand that Terence Crawford's career has been held back. I understand that he could have been a better champion. I am in agreement. I understand that Terence Crawford has been shown um, uh, a lot of disrespect from his promotional company, and I get it. But you can't take what happened to him in the past and use it for what's going on right now. Unfortunately, it looks like it would all coincide, right? But the Japanese superstar has nothing to do with what happened to Terence Crawford. He's just doing his job, and you guys are taking it out on him. That's what you're doing. The Japanese superstar does have none. Terence Crawford has his own issues and debates, and they are real. And I am in agreement with you on that, brothers. But this is not that. This is competitive. This is competition at its best. And you're allowing everything that happened to Terence Crawford spew into the Japanese superstar. That's what you're doing. Look, he got number one. It is what it is, and I'm cool with it. Terence Crawford's got to respond. What's he gonna do next? Yo, real talk, real talk. He beats Jerron Boots Ennis. Number one. He can do shit. He has stuff in front of him that can catapult him back. But will he take the opportunity or just be like they're always on this bullshit and doesn't want to take, you know what I'm saying? Yo, these guys are pushing each other. Do you not think that the Japanese superstar is not reading some of these articles and hearing what's being said? And he's going up one. Terence Crawford, you got to respond, brother. And as for another person, keep running his mouth to the Japanese superstar Casemiro. Listen, guys, my fans, don't pay attention to him and his fanboys because all they doing is barking, barking. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Just like Rodriguez and his little coach and his antics of pushing and actually putting his hands on Shingo Naoya Inoue's father, do you not think that the Japanese guy doesn't hear some of the stuff that's coming out of that guy's mouth? Yo, on the day that he catches up to that dude, I feel sorry for him. He signed his own death certificate. Okay? And when he got that fight, I guarantee it will not pass 4 rounds. And the beating, and he's gonna make Casemiro look bad. He's gonna show him for all that shit talking, because believe me, them Japanese people, I'm a, the monster's not actually at the computer, listening to this. He's too busy doing his job. But people come around and whisper in his ear or show him videos of what this chump is saying, right? You're poking the bear with a stick. That's what he's doing. Okay? He's going to get hits, trust me, but he's going to have to earn his way. He can't be losing fights, losing his belt on the scale, right? Not being a professional, okay? Cuz look, there's no other way worser as being a champion and losing your belt on the scale when someone didn't beat you for it. You had already given up the belt. That's bad. That's bad. And that's why he has to run his mouth to take eyes off of himself because of the lack of shit of his dedication. But yet he wants you to think he can beat the greatest fighter in the world that has 4 belts, accomplishing everything, but he's over here barking. We've all seen that before. Yo, stay in your place, boy. You want payday. All you want is payday. Yes. Yes. Listen, I really believe that we are in a golden era of boxing right now. We have some of the best fighters in the world right in front of us. Do not allow our fighters to go by, cast a lot of noise in between them, and not allow them to become great. Encourage both fighters, up one each other to give us more epic fights. Do you know that that's what this means? Because as they keep doing these kind of performance and raising the bar, man, we're in for a treat. And I like it. And I like it. But don't turn this inwards. Please, guys. Keep it competitive. If you love this sport, don't hate this, don't hurt the sport. Here from Round One Sports Talk, I love boxing. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share the videos. And like always, I'm on to the next one. Peace.